can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day.
Welcome back. This is Bill Miranda. The show is a Power Woman Business Center program on your hometown station. And we have with us Carl Goldman, who is the co-head of your hometown station, KHTS, along with his lovely wife, Jerry Cerati Goldman. Carl, we were talking about Habitat for Humanity and the Veterans Program you have going on here in Santa Clarita Valley.
Yeah, this is really cool, Bill. And you know, we were just talking off air for a second because our oldest son, Ryan, just landed in Afghanistan. This is his first deployment after graduating West Point, lieutenant. He's trained all his life for this, and yet when it happens, it happens. So he called Mom for Mother's Day from his location right now in Afghanistan. But we've been, Habitat for Humanity is just one of the most amazing organizations on an international basis. And the local Habitat, which covers, it's Habitat San Fernando Valley and Habitat Santa Clarita Valley, they approached us a couple years ago to take the Habitat model and turn it into a platform for veterans. And so we created a program under the Habitat umbrella called Habitat for Heroes, SCV's Habitat for Heroes.
SCV's Habitat for Heroes. I
yeah,
like it.
Yeah, and it's you can go to habitatscv.org for information. But we started out doing Brush for Kindness, where we went out and actually took some veterans' homes here in Santa Clarita and did makeovers on them, a giant community makeover, neighborhood makeover. Our first home was the Murphy's home off of Saco, Josh and Wendy Murphy, and we totally did a rehab on their home, putting in, and thanks to Green Convergence, they put in a full solar system. Home Depot brought in all the new kitchen. They literally have a whole new kitchen, new windows, new doors. It is a full makeover. And as we started doing that, our vision was to eventually build an entire village of homes for vets, for young vets. These are vets. It's really for vets, both young and old. But here in Santa Clarita, the main concern and the main need is with our younger vets. Right now, Bill, there are 650 young vets at COC. Did you know that?
I didn't know it was that many. No, that's a lot.
And as we wind down in Afghanistan, that number's supposed to get up to about another 1,200, so about 1,800 to 1,900 young kids are going to be going through COC over the next few years, getting their degree. Most of them went through our high school. They left, did 2-3 tours of duty. Now they're back, moved back in with mom and dad. They only have a high school education and, of course, their military experiences. Many of them are still trying to figure out what to do with their lives. A lot of them have picked up a spouse and kids. And so we've realized that there's a wide array of challenges that these kids have as they come back here. And the ones who are functioning really well are the ones at COC. Then there's a whole group that can't seem to leave the living room right now. And that involves a whole other series of concerns and challenges that we need to work on.
We have to try and engage them in activities
exactly.
and get them jobs.
Right. But what we're hoping to have happen, not hoping, we know this will happen. As we build this village, which now is getting started, we're breaking ground. It's opposite the Child and Family Center in Center Point. There are going to be 87 homes, all in one self-contained neighborhood. And with that, we're not just handing the keys of the homes to our vets, we're going to give them a full array of services. So we've partnered with College of the Canyons, with Child and Family Center, that's right next door, with the Hart School District. Bowman High School is literally next door, and we're doing projects with those kids. The younger vets, the kids of these vets are going to be going to Emblem Elementary School, and they should be entering, our first group will be entering Emblem in the fall of 2014, so about 15, 16 months from now. So we've partnered with the Saugus School District. We've partnered with Action Family Counseling because a lot of these vets have some drug issues. So we're tying in all of these social and physical needs for them, filling those challenges and creating the village of the neighborhood of old is what we're really
The
creating.
one we grew up in.
The one we grew up in.
Well, to coin a phrase, it takes a village. But when you came up with this idea, not you, but your team
Right.
came up with this idea, it had to take tremendous planning and then going out and seeking tremendous resources. Who are the people that we should pat on the back and give a hug to?
Well, definitely Mike Mizrahi from the gas company, Tony Tartaglia's boss, who we were mentioning earlier. Mike has been on the board from day one and really was instrumental in triggering this. There was a key team, Jack Shine, who was one of the early developers here in Santa Clarita, built most of the American Beauty homes. Jack's retired and sits on the Habitat board. This was his vision as well. Donna Deutschman, the CEO of Habitat, has been instrumental with this. Rich Doss, who's the chairman of the board, has been instrumental, and then Jerry and I. And then there's been a team. We could be spending the next 10, 15 minutes talking about that team and saying thank you. But really, the Habitat has already done this for low-income housing, and now they're taking this to the next level and doing it for veterans. So the model has already been there, the expertise has already been there, and then because Habitat has had this model, CalVet has partnered with us. So CalVet will be, which is the state veterans group, it will be supplying a portion of the mortgages and a portion of the funding for this. So it's been an effort of nonprofit on the Habitat side, many other nonprofits now joining in on the coalition, the leadership, the stakeholders of veterans out here. Your veteran groups out here have been really helpful. Buck McKeon and his organization, J.D. Kennedy, who I know you know really well,
Yes,
has been a jewel in letting this happen. And then I also have to say the city has been wonderful in helping us navigate through some of the challenges of getting permitted and really seeing this project get off the ground. So it's been a team effort.
Carl, we only have 30 seconds left. Could you tell our listeners how they can get involved? and help?
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, we've got a women's build coming up at COC this weekend. HabitatSCV.org is the place to go. Register on there, put your email address on, and start getting the emails that will tell you of all the volunteer efforts that are happening out here. And then once we break ground on this new veteran project, we'll probably in early fall be starting to do volunteer builds. So the pads will be ready, and then we'll start putting up walls this fall. So get on the website, habitatscv.org, and register.
Thank you very much, Carl. We're going to take a break. This is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.